Hey traders, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over the weekly watch list of August 21st, 2022. And in this weekly watch list, we're going to go over levels that I called last week and see if we came close to them. If I was correct last week, but also what I think is going to happen this week. Can go over the S&P futures, NASDAQ, Bitcoin, all the usuals. So if you haven't, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And also, if you guys have any comments, anything, leave them down below in the description. And also check out my weekly watch list video every week. So let's jump right into it. So in this past week or last weekend, I actually said to watch for the 4311 levels, right? I'm going to zoom in. I even drew a line right at that level. I also drew this upper trend line, and look at how perfect price came, right? We overshot just by a bit. I said I was actually going to start to get short calls. I did, and I actually covered on the down move today. My 50% target got hit on selling the upside calls in the ES futures. And so I'm already out of that trade. It was just such a perfect trade. Quick down move, and my target got hit. What am I looking for this week? I'm looking for a potential pullback and probably right to the 200 and this upper trend line right here, right? Also, let's grab our Fibonacci's and let's just draw a Fibonacci retracement from here and see if things line up. Well, check this out, right? We actually have the 61.8. Okay, we have the 200, and we also have this upper trend line. Now, this 61 percent Fibonacci pullback is part of my trading course. There's more below, link down below, daytradingfearless.com. $100 and essentially gives you my weekly trade zones and a 7-hour course where I teach this for a limited time. So make sure you guys check that out. But look at this. This is what I'm looking for a potential bounce. And it's right around the 4172 level. Okay. I think multiple things are actually lining up there. I really like it. So we will see what happens next week at that level, and we'll review it the following or next weekend watch list. But that is the level that I'm watching that I really like. So let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ kind of overshot, did the same thing, kind of came up into this level right here, overshot our green, but again, reversed. And look at where the high was, right? Right before this low volume node right here. And actually, in between here, try and clean this up. So again, I think we could come back to this major point of control around the 13,000 on the NASDAQ bigger picture. So keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at crude oil. Very interesting thing going on with the crude oil. We actually have a potential falling wedge, right? Coming down, kind of made a quick lower high, but look at this. Here's our divergence, right? You guys know I love divergences. So there's potential a push out of this to the upside, which would also potentially take the market down because higher prices means inflation, yada, 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 and probably the market will get spooked by that. Like I said, I think we're going to just chop around a big range on the overall markets. But with all that being said, watch for potential break to the upside in crude oil. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Last week, I kind of said, hey, watch for this potential falling wedge. We could break down from it or sorry, rising wedge, and we could break down from it. And guess what? We broke down from it. And I said, if we break down here, probably the market's going to break down, everything lined up perfect, right? This is hopefully the value you guys find in these weekly watch lists, where I go over major markets and you guys are able to see these and see why. And again, I'm not trying to brag anything like that, but why week after week, and there are some weeks I get it wrong, the market doesn't do it, but more than likely things do happen, right? Because it's all technical. I'm leaving all my emotion out of everything. Now, where do I think Bitcoin's going? I actually think it's going to 12,000. I've been saying this for a long time. And then if that gets down, and remember, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we actually make new lows, and that would be kind of it for a while, in probably late August to sometime in September, maybe even October. So we'll see if this is the move that kind of starts to take everything down in Bitcoin. My ultimate target is around 12,000 on a Bitcoin, give or take. So let's now take a look at gold. GLD, kind of rolling over. I actually thought gold would kind of move higher with the market rolling over, but guess what? They're selling everything, selling gold, selling silver, and things like that. Really, no calls, maybe any bounces, right? We were making higher highs, higher lows. Now we're making lower highs potentially. So any bounces in silver or gold, I think you could sell them. So that's me personally. So if it kind of tries to retrace a little bit, this back trend line right around the 165, I think you could potentially look for a short. Remember, none of this is trading advice. I'm just some dude on YouTube. Apple, I called this last week. I said, watch this high volume node, the gap fill, and guess what? Went to 175 and reversed. If we just take a basic trend line, right, we could draw multiple things going on right here on Apple. Let's draw this. Let's draw a trend line from here. Okay. And let's draw a trend line here. We broke the first trend line very clean with nice kind of selling, right? Watch for a pullback here, maybe a bounce and then a rollover. Watch for this gap fill ultimately at about the 158 level. With that being said, if Apple goes, whole market's probably going to go, because I feel like the Apple pulled up the market. If the Apple really starts to have some cracks and sells pretty hard, I think that would be a good capitulation sign too, right? If this sells hard for no reason, that's what I'm looking for. I want stocks. I just want a good clean flush in September. But kind of make those lows that I've been calling for a while now. So we will see what happens. But overall, I think watch for a pullback this week. I think there's opportunities for bounces along this pullback. I don't think it'll be a straight line. But with that being said, most of earnings are done, and hopefully you guys like this. If you guys have any comments, anything, leave them down below. Also, check out my video course at daytradingfearless.com. But till next time, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.